Me or the experiment? What was strange?
The experiment was very strange. Very strange. I mean, normally when you do it, somebody's pulse stops, they're dead.
How do you know I wasn't?
Well, you were talking. Normally they don't talk. I only hope you don't do it once too often, and they do. Just leave you lying there.
Well, I should think not. I have pretty good control over what I'm doing. But I tell you the most strange thing about the whole experiment. The strangest thing that I found was at the end, I was looking at a monitor, and your expression. Would you like to see that again? Let me show it to you. If you look over there, you'll see your expression. Look. I'll speed that one up quite a bit now. And I'll give you a slow beat on that one. Stop this one.
Well, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
You know,
I wasn't
Peter,
worried for you, I was worried for them.
Yeah, the nurse looked a little bit worried. I used to tell the audience, don't try that because it's a little bit dangerous. In fact, my wife doesn't like me doing this at all, and I believe it is a little bit dangerous. But then I suddenly realized I don't know how to do it anyway, so now I said, try it. You might like it. Tell you what, we're going to have a little break now, and after the break, nothing is impossible. Earlier today, I told you that the brain contains millions of bits of information. In fact, everything that you've ever smelled, felt, touched, or heard since the day you were born is still in there somewhere. In fact, we call that programming. It's something that's probably instilled on us when we were quite young. For instance, a child is told never to play with fire because a flame is hot. We don't tell the child about a hot iron or a hot plate. So it takes personal experience to one day touch something hot to be burnt, but after that you will never touch that hot plate or the iron in the same fashion. You always approach it very gingerly, don't you?
That's well, I approach ironing very gingerly indeed, yeah.
Have you got any personal experience like that? Something that was sort of installed on you?
Something that put me off doing anything?
Well, I'm sure a lot of things have, but I meant something when you were young that you've learned that was programmed into you at the time.
Well, I don't know how it arrived, but I've achieved this superstition that if I didn't get downstairs before the toilet stopped flushing, something horrible would happen to me. And I then discovered other kids had the same fear. They had this thing, lavatory upstairs, flushing, had to rush downstairs before the sound had stopped, otherwise something ghastly will happen. But this wasn't based on anything ghastly happening to me, either on the stairs or in the lavatory.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. Peter, changing the subject quickly.
Yes.
The last time we were together, if you remember, you were the guest of honour at a function at the Royal Lancaster Hotel in London.
Well, you were the guest of honour, but we were at a charity function, I think, yes.
To be correct, we were both guests of honour. The reason I think we were both guests of honour is because we'd been lumbered to do something, right?
That's right, yes.
You entertained and made everybody laugh, and because it was Halloween night, they asked me to do something rather spooky. Can you remember what I did?
You did something spooky, yes. I think you bit me in the neck. No, you were at the other end of the room, and you did something spooky, but I didn't actually see it very well because I was a long way away, and half blotto by that time.
That's right.
Yeah.
I remember that very well. Just to explain it to you, Peter, to save time, I've already put the disc on to show you another experiment I did. There we are. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thanks a lot. Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen, just before the show started, didn't I tell you? I had the audience here choose 8 volunteers in the fairest possible way. Isn't that right? Yes. Thank you. They're standing here now. It could have been any one of you. But we have 4 gentlemen and 4 ladies. And the next thing that we need is a table. And there is a table just standing there. If you'd like to just take that off, fine, thank you. And may I ask you to go and get that? Would all of you go and have a look at it as you bring it over? Go ahead. We don't have any stage hands available. They have to do all the hard work, you see. Right, pick it up, some of you, please, and bring it over here. Gentlemen, please help the ladies. Thank you. Just put it down here in the center. That's fine. Good. Now, would you examine the table and have a really good look at it? Can I just ask you one simple question? What are you looking for? I always wonder when people examine something like this. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you this, so even yourselves out, alternate ladies and gentlemen. Would you like to go over there, sir? Fine. We have a lady, we have a gentleman with a lady. Come here. Fine. We've got that correct. Move over there a little bit. You move in and you move in here. Okay, right up to the table. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to squat down or kneel on one knee. Any problems with legs or anything like that? Now, well, we have a nurse standing by. And would you like to get down now, please? Just squat down or get on one knee. Actually, one knee is better because you'll be able to get up again. Now, when I ask you to stand up a little later on, may I ask you not to put your weight on the table because it'll stop something. So just do as I tell you. First of all, to get them to concentrate on something, I will ask you to look at this little circle in there with a cross in between. You see that? You can see the cross inside the circle. Right. Now, that has no significance. It's just something for you to look at. Now, may I ask you at this moment to look at each other so you know who's around the table with you? Very good. From now onwards, don't look at them anymore, but look nor at me. Look at the cross inside the circle, but put your hands on the table. Just put your hands on the table. Fine. Good. A little further, if you would, all of you. Much further on the table, not near the edge. Okay. Will you do that? Just relax. That's it. Good. Okay. Yes, that's very good. Much further onto the table, like that. And you spread your fingers like that. And then you listen to everything I say, and please don't worry about it, and don't look at me anymore. The experiment we're trying to do, ladies and gentlemen, is something that you often hear about or read about at a séance when people say, we are attempting to levitate a table. Levitation means that you take something off the floor and there's no visible means of support. We're not doing that because these ladies and gentlemen are actually touching this table. So it's not being levitated, but we will try and get this table lifted just by your fingertips. Now, all you have to do is to listen to everything and say, I don't care what you believe, listen to everything I say and follow my instructions. Look at the cross inside the circle. Now take a nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Fine, just one more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle. In a moment, I'm going to ask you to stand up. Try not to put pressure on the table, but try and lift it, all right? So would you like to stand up now whilst you look at the cross inside the circle? No, get down again, please. Don't worry about it. It's a question of trying to coordinate it so you all get up at the same time. Leave your hands loosely on the table. Now, if it does come up, what I want you to do is keep fingertip control at all times. Don't take your hand off the table, nor push down. Just let your fingertips touch the table at all times. One more time, look at the cross inside the circle. Nice deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just put your hand a little further on there, that's good. Another deep breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Now stand up and try and lift the table with your fingertips. You can. Get down again. Get down. You're getting up a little bit quickly there. Are you comfortable like that? We had a couple of more attempts to save time. Let me round it on a bit. Inside the circle. Take a nice deep breath. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. Keep looking at the center of this cross inside the circle. Don't take your eyes off it at all. Say to yourselves, I can lift the table with my fingertips. Now stand up. You can. Lift it up. Don't press down. Lift it. You can. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle. Don't take your eyes off it. No applause, please. Stop the applause. Keep looking at the cross inside the circle. Don't take your eyes off it.